Okay, so you know how you sent in that video?
Yeah.
It was Bulls and the Lakers, right?
Right.
And there were like, what, 12.6 seconds left?
Yeah, 12.6.
And the Lakers were up by 5?
Uh-huh.
So like 1-5 to 110? I mean, that's pretty much game over, right? Like
Yeah.
at that point, I'm already thinking about what I'm going to eat for dinner.
Yeah, that's usually a pretty safe lead with that little time left.
But this video, though, this script you sent, this finish was wild.
It was nuts. I mean, completely flipped the script.
Yeah, totally. It's like, how is that even possible? Like, what has to happen for a team to come back from that? That's what we're going to, like, dig into today.
Yeah.
How did the Bulls pull that off?
Well, I think the first thing to think about is just the mentality of both teams, right?
Yeah.
Like, with 12 seconds and a 5-point lead, the Lakers are probably already celebrating in their heads.
Yeah, you just got to, like, run out the clock, right?
Pretty much. And the Bulls.
Yeah.
They're probably thinking, okay, we need a miracle here.
Yeah. He's like, Hail Mary time. And I like how the script set it up, too, you know? Like, it says, game over, not so fast.
It's like they knew it was coming.
Yeah. So, okay, paint the picture for me. 12.6 seconds, Lakers up by 5. What's the initial vibe you get from the way the video is describing it?
Well, the Lakers are definitely feeling confident. They probably just want to inbound the ball cleanly, maybe get fouled, hit a free throw or two, and call it a day.
Yeah.
The Bulls, though, they're going to need to score, like, multiple times.
Yeah.
Stop the clock somehow. Like, it's a long shot.
A very long shot.
But then Patrick Williams hits that three-pointer.
No. 1-5 to 113. What's so important about that shot? Obviously, it cuts the lead, but is there more to it than that?
Oh, yeah. There's a huge psychological shift right there. Like, you go from a 2-possession game to a 1-possession game.
Oh, I see.
Suddenly, the Lakers, who were in this, like, close-it-out mode, have to really defend.
They can't just coast anymore.
Exactly. And it opens up more opportunities for the Bulls.
And then, bam, Josh Giddey steals the inbounds pass. How often does that happen in a situation like that?
I mean, it's super rare.
Yeah.
To score and then get the ball right back, it's like a total momentum swing.
Totally.
Lakers were probably thinking they'd control the ball, run some clock, maybe even draw a foul.
Yeah.
But Giddey throws their whole plan out the window.
And then what happens? Coby White nails a 3.
Yes. And the Bulls are suddenly up by 116 to 115.
I mean, can you imagine being a Lakers fan in that moment?
Going from thinking you've won to being down in, like, what, 5 seconds?
It's brutal.
Totally.
The script mentions like this stunned silence in the arena.
Yeah, like everyone's just trying to process what just happened.
But the Lakers still have 3 seconds. Is that like a lot of time in basketball, or is it nothing?
It can be both. Like, if you execute perfectly, 3 seconds is enough time to do something.
Yeah.
But it's also really easy to mess up. Usually you're looking at a quick play, trying to get to the basket, maybe a three-pointer, but that's risky with so little time.
Makes sense.
And the Lakers did go for the basket. Austin Reaves gets a layup.
And they retake the lead.
Yep, 117 to 116.
Just like that the Bulls are down again? How demoralizing is that?
I mean, it's got to be tough. Like, they just fought back from this huge deficit.
Yeah.
And then to give up the lead right at the end, it's a gut punch.
But there are still 3 seconds left.
That's true. There's still a sliver of time.
3 seconds on the clock. The inbounds pass goes to Giddey again, the same guy who got that crucial steal.
It's goodie time.
So what are the options there? What can you realistically do in that situation?
Well, you're usually trying to get the ball to your best scorer, right?
Yeah.
Someone who can maybe get a quick shot near the basket or draw a foul.
Okay.
A half-court shot is like a last resort, pure desperation.
Yeah, like when there's literally no other option.
Exactly. And those shots don't go in very often.
But Giddey takes 2 dribbles and heaves it from half court.
As the buzzer sounds.
And the script goes, are you kidding me? Josh Giddey from half court at the buzzer for the win? This is unreal. I mean, that's the kind of commentary you hear for like the most legendary moments.
It's the perfect reaction to a shot like that. I mean, it's just so improbable.
A half-court buzzer beater to win the game after all that back and forth.
It's the stuff of highlight reels.
And then the script describes the crowd going crazy, the Bulls players mobbing Giddey the Lakers, just standing there in shock. It's like a classic sports movie ending.
Pure elation on one side, pure devastation on the other. That's what makes sports so great.
Yeah, it's those raw emotions.
Exactly.
The script also mentions that Giddey had a triple-double that game. 25 points, 14 rebounds, 11 assists. Does that make the final shot even more impressive?
Oh yeah, for sure. Like, it wasn't just some random guy who hit that shot.
Yep.
It was someone who had already dominated the game.
So it wasn't just luck.
No, it was a truly heroic moment.
It's wild how the video tries to capture all this.
Right.
Like calling it an insane finish, a miracle. They say it could be the wildest finish of the NBA season, and they even compare it to March Madness. Why do you think they use those kinds of words?
I think they're trying to put it into context for people, to show them just how crazy it was.
Yeah.
Like miracle and insane, those words tell you how unlikely it was.
Yeah.
Wildest finish of the season is comparing it to all the other crazy finishes we've seen.
Right.
And March Madness. That makes people think of those unbelievable upsets, those last-second shots.
Yeah, it's all about connecting with the audience.
Exactly.
And the script also mentions the potential for this to blow up on social media, like 12 seconds of chaos, and saying that Giddey's shot broke the internet. And they even talk about LeBron James's reaction, calling it priceless. Like, how important is all that social media stuff these days?
It's huge. Like, the more people see it and share it and talk about it, the more legendary it becomes. And if someone like LeBron James has a big reaction to it, that just adds fuel to the fire.
Yeah, becomes part of the story.
Exactly.
I like how the script mentions the music, too. Like, high-energy hip-hop, a dramatic pause, then the crowd noise gets super loud.
Yeah.
How much does all that stuff contribute to the experience?
It's so important. Like, the music builds tension, the pause makes you hold your breath, and then the crowd noise just explodes.
Yeah, it makes you feel like you're actually there.
Totally.
So just to recap, the Lakers are up by 5 with 12.6 seconds left. Williams hits a 3. Giddey steals the ball. White hits another 3, and the Bulls are up by 1. Reaves gets a layup for the Lakers, and they're back in the lead. And then Giddey hits a half-court shot at the buzzer for the win. It still sounds crazy, even just saying it out loud.
It's like a movie.
Yeah.
It's like all these improbable things happening one after another.
A perfect example of how quickly things can change in basketball.
And how you can never count anyone out until the game is truly over.
That's a good lesson for life too, right?
Definitely.
This whole thing makes you wonder, where does a finish like this rank among the greatest NBA endings of all time? What makes a moment like this truly legendary? That's something to think about. Anyway, thanks for breaking it all down with me.
Anytime. It was a great one to talk about.
Yeah, it was.